When I look at this stuff, man, we're talking boosting the child tax credit, breaks for families with new babies, these baby 401ks, $4,000 deduction for seniors, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. By the way, you can deduct the interest. I love this, by the way, only on American cars, though. Like, deduct the interest on car loans, but only on American cars. This is what he's really doing. He's not just helping out people who are in the middle class and working class. This has a direct impact for Gen Z, for Zoomers who are just getting started in building out, graduating college or getting into the workforce, building their families so they can actually have a lifeline to build a life. What say you?
Well, exactly. I mean, when they're getting, like I said, I mean, a lot of these Gen Zers work in the restaurant industry. If that's putting themselves through college, through things like earning the time off of overtime, earning money off of tips. If they're going into graduating college, starting new families, buying new cars, and even in working in the manufacturing industry, this is exactly why Trump won Generation Z, or at least it performed so much better than among Generation Z in the 2024 election. It's because of these concentrations on the jobs that they want to have and the families they want to create after they graduate college, or if they go straight into the workforce after after they graduate high school. This concentration on pro-family economic policy is where the GOP is going, and it's going to take a little bit, especially in these discussions with the big beautiful bill, for us to really adopt the idea that we're a pro-working class, pro-Gen Z, pro-family party and a pro-family movement. But these are the required motions and these required actions in order to evolve into going away from the pro-elitist class the Republican Party used to be, and embracing a pro-family, pro-Generation Z, pro-life party. And I think that we are trending towards that. It's going to take a few years, a few discussions, getting some of those libertarian-esque ideas out of the current GOP. But once we fully embrace the pro-family, pro-Gen Z, pro-graduation, pro-working class policies that this bill embraces, I truly believe that the GOP, following along with the Trump administration and following along with the pro-MAGA movement, is going to be able to prosper based upon these policies that's embraced in the big, beautiful bill.
Well, and the big idea, I think, the big idea too, is that we're getting away from this idea of indirect benefits. And this was the old conservatives would say, oh, well, there's going to be indirect benefits. We're gonna structure things so that things are better for the tax structure is better for corporations, the regulatory structure is better for corporations, all of which, I generally support. But what about the actual breaks for people? What about things that directly affect the individual or directly affect the family? That's where President Trump and the new right actually come in. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, and I think the old GOP was always pro corporate tax cuts. And like you said, Jack, I'm for those kinds of things too. But when you're talking about revitalizing industry, when you're talking about getting child tax credits, when you're talking about cutting these deals on things such as only American made cars, we're bringing manufacturing jobs back here to benefit the working class. We are encouraging families to have more children by giving them incentives. We are ensuring jobs are being brought back here so those very families can benefit because of them. Those are direct ties to the working class. There aren't these corporate tax cuts that's going to be, trickling down, trickling down to the working class after years of seeing them benefit the corporate class. We don't have to wait to see the direct benefit that the big beautiful bill is going to have on the working class. If this is passed, like Republicans need to in the House of Representatives, you're going to see a direct benefit. And just in terms of investing in the manufacturing sector in the current American life, we're going to be bringing jobs back. We're going to be revitalizing the working class. And those same families are going to be seeing those sorts of benefits, are going to see a direct benefit off the baby 401k, off of the idea that jobs and corporations are going to be brought back here and actually directly benefiting the American worker and the consumer, as well as benefiting those same families that's going to be seeing a revitalization of the American life,
Absolutely.
of the American life.
Absolutely.